Hello everyone, welcome back to the Duck Pond. For those new to the channel, what we do is we spin a wheel at the end of the week. We'll, like, we'll play a game through the week, and at the end of the week we review. We spin a wheel for the next week's game. And this week's game was Destroy All Humans. So, without further ado, let us review Destroy All Humans. Let us destroy the review. Alright. So, gameplay of the game. Like, not gameplay, the story. Basic story is you play as a character known as... Fucking cat. As Crypto. And... Crypto is a thing of a group of ants called the Cryptosporidiums. Or better known as... He is a Cryptosporidium of the Pharaon Empire. And, well, the game of plot story ain't even that much. It's honestly, you come to Earth, you do, your whole thing is you're going to take over the Earth. Okay. You're going to take over Earth that has been populated with a bunch of DNA. A bunch of DNA. A foreign DNA has been implemented in humans. There's keeping their DNA strands. So you're going to harvest their brains, get the DNA, so that you can clone yourself and pretty much have immortality. Like, you will never die. And then you're gonna you find out about an organization called Majestic. Pretty much, it's the Men in Black, without being the Men in Black. And they're led by a character known as Silhouette. And they're going to try to stop your invasion. Well, you're going to brainwash people. You're going to brainwash people. You eventually go to face Majestic. After they do capture you at one point. They do capture you at one point. But you get out, get your gear back, and now it's time to take it to these humans again. To the humans. So you gotta go fight the humans. And that's when you're gonna get into going to Silhouette. And beat Majestic. So you end up beating Majestic. So, and she's like, oh yeah, I got one last surprise for you. Like, okay, what the freak is a surprise? You have powers, that's a thing. So, what's your surprise? Oh, yeah, we have a president's brain, like a giant version of his brain, inside a giant robot. And we're going to call it RoboPrez. And that's the final boss. The final boss is RoboPrez. Fight against Robo, the president. You take over, pretty much like, oh, hey, come and vote in this voting booth. Is the final scene. Like, come in the voting booth. That voting booth, you're extracting the Pharaon DNA. And that's basically the plot of the game. Now, the gameplay is simply... Let's see, the gameplay is your... I don't want to call it 3D platform because you got a lot of stuff to do, but you're pretty much 3D. Jumping around, shooting, using gadgets, trying to survive. You get your spaceship. Boop. Spaceship. Saucer that can destroy things, and some of those you're going to use that. And against the RoboPrez fight, you do use it. But you get that. You shoot. You collect DNA to level up your skills, like get better abilities and make your weapons stronger or allow you to do things faster. And that's just that. Legit, the version I played was the remaster. Like, some things changed, like, a little bit better. But, like, you got different powers. Like, you got your weapons, you got your telekinesis. You can make people forget things. You can give them suggestions. Make them follow you. Turn into a holographic version of the person. and get around. You have your guns. You have a zap gun, laser gun. You have a disintegration ray. You have a grenade launcher. That thing is just sends out a freaking ion field. And I think there's one more. I'm trying to remember. Is there a grenade? Oh, you do have an anal probe. That is a thing. That's just weapons. Your saucer has its death ray. I think that lets it recharge its shield. Uh, you can lift things up with it and toss them. And that is just the basic gameplay. Like it's a It's not quite an RPG, but it feels like it could have been if like you could customize a little bit more. It is very much an action adventure game, though. Um, so this originally came out in 2005. Yep, kind of feels like a 2005 game. Later, it was released. I can't remember what year it was released. It was released again in. All right, we'll go to the actual Steam page so I can actually tell you. It was released again in 2020, so 15 years later as a remaster. And they recently did the second game. They did the second game. So there's Destroy All Humans and there's Destroy All Humans 2. There was a third game called Path of Furon, and they are apparently going to scrap remastering that, from what I understand. Make a new story that continues out the second one without. That's it. That's really it on the game. Like, the music was still like, you had some like oldies music in there, like not oldies, but like soda pops up, like the old soda cafes and like things like mall shops from like Scooby Doo and stuff, and you hear that music. That's in there. Sound effects. Sound effects are fun. Scripts are fun. Animations are pretty alright. Sometimes a little wonky. And graphics back then were pretty good, and graphics now are still like it kept true to the old ones, but like updated. I will say I would give this game a major. Yeah, go ahead, play it, try it out, give it a fun, give it some fun, because I think it deserves it. I think it deserves having a little bit of that fun. I had an amazing time with it. So I say give it a try. And as I said, at the end of each turn, we spin a wheel to say our next game of the week. Our game this week is going to come up to... As soon as my thing wants to load. Go so I can spin it. There we go. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. The wheelie, 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 wheel. Really, 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 really. It is going to come to next week's game is Psychonauts. Psychonauts is a fun game. It was a fun game experience. So we were going to be playing that this coming week. So until next time, everyone, as always, have a good day, have a good night. And until the next video, keep it chill. Till then, bye, have a wonderful time. Whack.